欢迎来到我们初级中文在线课，我是 Joseph 老师。
我叫 Cindy. This beginner Chinese course is produced by Aila Kenya Academy, powered by AfroCloud Technologies.
Introduction. A major goal of language learning is to acquire the ability to communicate in that language. For this purpose, you will learn how to respond to a number of basic social situations in this beginner course. In addition, you will meet with more than 100 words and expressions. You will learn 40 key sentences and have studied 22 sentences of normal conversation Chinese. This Chinese beginner course will provide an overview of the phonetic system of the Chinese language, which consists of 21 initials, 38 finals, and the 4 basic tones. There's only a little over 1200 ways of combining initials and finals in Chinese. Now that you are able to use pinyin, you should be able to read any Chinese syllable correctly. You're going to acquire 60 basic Chinese character writing skills, as well as more than 50 new vocabulary items formed from them. We will also learn some rules of stroke order for writing Chinese character. Overall, this elementary vocabulary will be useful when you start to learn compound phrases, compound words, and as you continue to build a vocabulary and express yourself more in Chinese language. The Chinese language and dialects. China is the world's third largest country in terms of land mass, and it is roughly the same size as the United States. There are numerous regional dialects of Chinese. Now, a dialect means a form of the parent language that is spoken in a particular part of the country or by a particular group of people, containing some different words, pronunciation, and grammar. For instance, in English, we can have an Irish dialect, we can have an American dialect, Australian dialect of English, Scottish dialect, etc. Now, in China, these dialects are often mutually unintelligible. Some dialects cannot understand each other, even though they might all be speaking a certain form of the Chinese language. Now, the dialects are usually divided into 8 groups. There is one main group containing 90% of the population of China, called the Northern dialect. This is what we're calling the Mandarin or Modern Standard Chinese. Other dialects are the Wu, Hakka, Southern Min, Northern Min, Fuzhou dialect, the Yue dialect, otherwise known as Cantonese, Xiang dialect, and the Gan or Jiangxi dialect. Now, Modern Standard Chinese or Hanyu is also known as Putonghua in mainland China and Taiwan, and of course in other Chinese-speaking communities such as Singapore and Malaysia. It is a lingua franca, meaning connecting language for intra-ethnic and inter-ethnic Chinese and other minority groups communication in China. Its grammar is codified from the modern Chinese literary canon, while the pronunciation is based on the speech of Beijing. China officially recognizes 56 ethnic groups. The largest group is Han, which makes up over 90% of China's population. Many of the other 55 ethnic minorities speak distinct languages. The syllable structure and pronunciation of Modern Standard Chinese. A syllable of Modern Standard Chinese is usually composed of 3 parts: an initial consonant, a final consisting of vowel or vowels and ending consonants, N or ING, and a tone. A syllable may also have no initial consonant. In this course, Chinese sounds are represented by Hanyu Pinyin, also shortened to Pinyin words. The Pinyin system uses 25 of the 26 letters of the Roman alphabet. Although Pinyin symbols are the same as English letters, the actual sound they represent can be very different from their English counterparts. Over time, we'll acquire a better appreciation of the finer details of Chinese pronunciation. This will come with a lot of practice and as the lessons progresses. This chapter is designed to help you become aware of these distinctions, though attaining more native sounding pronunciation will take time and effort through extensive listening and practice. Sport quiz. 1. Which is the capital city of China? Is it Shanghai or is it Beijing? 2nd. Which is the most populated city in China? 3. Tibet province borders which countries? 4th one. Is Mandarin mainly spoken in northern or is it spoken in southern China? Next, what is the population of China? Lastly, write down 5 countries bordering China. Bonus question. What other names are given to this dialect or language we are calling the Mandarin language? There are 4 other names. What are they? The United Nations has adopted 6 official languages. Chinese is one of them. What are the other 5 languages? Judge, true or false. The Chinese Civil War lasted from 1946 to 1949. Is it true or is it false? The answer is true. 2nd, the People's Republic of China was established in 1949 by Chairman Mao Zedong. True. Number 3. China has a population of 10 billion people. The answer is false. 4thly, China's diplomatic ties with Kenya started as early as 1963. The answer is true. 5th, China has the world's fastest growing economy. The answer is true. Next, China is the world's 4th largest exporter. The answer is actually false. It is the largest exporter. Next, China has the world's largest standing army. The answer is true. Second last, Japan colonized China. The answer is true. In fact, the war between Japan and China is what began the